is not guilty.
A jury recently acquitted former Hollywood police officer Matthew Barbieri after he was accused of using excessive force during a 2019 arrest recorded on surveillance video that led to his firing.
Now, he's one of dozens of law enforcement officers who faced criminal charges in recent years.
NBC6 investigator Willard Shepard reviewed those cases and breaks it all down for us and tells us what happened.
Miami-Dade officer found guilty of battery.
Law enforcement officers finding themselves on the other side of the law.
Well, the verdict is in, and it's guilty for...
Ultimately, what it comes down to is whether the prosecutor believes the officer was justified in his or her actions.
Former Broward prosecutor Jeff Chukwuma.
Police officers are held to a different standard. They have a wide latitude when it comes to, especially cases involving force.
NBC6 investigator reviewed over 70 cases filed by Miami-Dade and Broward prosecutors in the last 5 years against women and mostly men in uniform. More than 36 involving the use of force. While most are still going through the courts, in Miami-Dade, 4 officers were found guilty and 3 were acquitted. In Broward, 4 were found guilty, but most have been acquitted so far or have had their cases dismissed, including former Broward Deputy George Cerbrino, seen here punching a suspect handcuffed to a hospital bed, and 3 other deputies involved in the 2019 rough arrest of a 15-year-old that went viral. Among them, Sergeant Gregory Lacera. He spoke with NBC6 exclusively as a union leader.
All these cases are being won because their cases are garbage.
Lacera and his attorney, Eric Swartzwright, claim public outrage and politics played a role in his case.
Some of the politicians were trying to help their political career by showing the videos and saying this is about race. And it was never about race.
I'm prosecuting this case.
They point to this 2020 political ad from Broward prosecutor Justin McCormick. McCormick declined our request for an interview, but the Broward state attorney strongly rejected Lacera's claims, writing McCormick joined the case quite some time after it was filed, and he was not even the lead prosecutor. The state attorney went on to say, it's not political to hold police officers accountable to the same laws they're entrusted to enforce.
And we're in recess.
In about 30 years, only 1 law enforcement officer has been convicted for an on-duty killing in Florida, according to prosecutors.
The Florida Department of Corrections says the inmate died Monday.
Earlier this year, 4 Miami-Dade correctional officers were charged with second-degree murder after allegedly beating an inmate to death. But the Miami-Dade state attorney, Kathy Fernandez-Rundle, has come under scrutiny in the past for not prosecuting others in several high-profile deaths in custody.
The law is written in such a way to really give a lot of latitude to police to protect themselves and others.
She told us in a previous interview, laws like the Officers' Bill of Rights and Stand Your Ground make it difficult to succeed in court. At least 2 local law enforcement officers won their cases using Stand Your Ground, including Lacera. He's now back on the job, but says he worries about the future for others wearing a badge.
You're not going to be able to retain police officers.
And the safety of the communities they serve. Those Miami-Dade correctional officers are awaiting trial. The family of DeLuca Roll, the teen involved in Lacera's case, told us they were disheartened about the verdicts, writing in a statement that he suffered multiple injuries as a result of the attack captured on video, and they've settled their civil rights case against the department. Willard Shepard, NBC6 News.